Hi, welcome to Tom's Take on food, spirits, and
rate,
takeout.
rate.
We're
Yeah,
going
that's
nostalgic
kind of low, too.
again. And East Lansing, Michigan,
Yeah.
Beggars Banquet, been around since 1973. Teddy, you were in high school.
I was in high school then.
Yeah, yeah.
This was the place.
And
to
you
come.
went over here when you were in college at
When I was in
Michigan
college.
State.
Yeah, absolutely.
Co-host Teddy Terzian, co-host Gary Snellenberger.
Support local.
He loves that local brand of Beggars, and this is certainly fits that in its
Say hi,
own
guys.
motif. Yeah, and the
Hey.
voice you hear is Tom Dewey Bramson. He known as Dewey. He owns other establishments, but we're talking about today. We're talking about Beggars Banquet. How long you owned it, Dewey, and what's the best feature and benefit about this place that brings people in?
Well, I got to tell you, it's a lot of it just has to do with where we are. Obviously, the heart of East Lansing. As you said, we'll be here 50 years next year, and we're a bit of a hidden gem. Sometimes people forget about us because we are down here, but gastropub, little higher end food.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're known for our brunch. Come in Saturday or Sunday during the day, and you'll see a packed house and the best brunch
I think,
in
Dewey,
town.
I think, and you guys, you can chime in, obviously, big Spartan fans, big Spartan attendees, football Saturdays, Michigan State, you come by, drive by here and the line's out, and
Packed.
parents taking their kids here, because I think it tracks a little bit older, maybe, Dewey, or
It
not?
does. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. But the Saturday Sunday brunch certainly has plenty of college kids.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's just a great vibe. It's a great mixture. It's a great melting pot. For years and years, we were the place for all the legislators and the people from the Capitol would come down and that stuff. So it's an absolute melting pot of people, and it's just a great energy.
Snelly, you brought up not very far to the west here of Michigan State University and the East Lansing district. When you look at some of these buildings, I mean, the whole landscape has changed. Does it touch you back like, wow, is this Albert Street? Is this MAC? Is this Abbott?
Not that it sets me back. It's almost like looking in the future.
Yeah.
There used to be one-story buildings all around, and now they're high-rises. Let's talk about Beggars Banquet. They used to rate the chili up to 10. Used to come in here and get chili in a Stroh's. I've had the shrimp po' boy before. Like Dewey said, the brunch is out of this world. Probably the best brunch in town. Undoubtedly the best brunch in town.
So,
And yeah, an older crowd.
And you can get a Bloody Mary.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay.
Oh, and those are something else as well.
okay, so People's Church is right there after
That's
church.
right. Absolutely.
Tell me that place undefeated in here.
I got to do, and there's a few churches around, right? And so
Yeah.
that's what started the Sunday brunch was the church crowd, and it's
Right.
really evolved into a really just great place. Like I say, a total melting pot. So.
Yeah. So, Dewey, I'm just curious. You're in this business, and we've always, Teddy and Snelly and I really enjoyed supporting local, as Gary says, and doing the Tom's Take throughout every Friday throughout the last 2+ years. What's been the biggest challenge staying in this business with COVID and all that went with that?
Well, obviously the shutdowns were the biggest, and then trying to manage how to keep people going, how to keep people paid. We were very blessed to be able to pay everybody, keep people, keep cash flow in people's pockets, keep health care for our managers and things like that. Right now, it's simply supply chain and staffing.
That's your biggest challenge.
Are we going to get salmon this week? Are we going to get burger? If it's the burger, is it the quality of the burger that we want to have? If it's not, we pull it off the menu. If it's, what kind of bacon? This kind of thing. So we pride ourselves on the quality of our products, and sometimes that's just not there right now.
Yeah.
Staff, I'm very blessed to have the people I have working for me.
Right.
Probably about 70% of where I'd like to be company-wide. Historically, I'd have 20 some odd cooks right now at the Harrison Roadhouse. I have 7. And so it's just, we lost a lot of people from the industry through the shutdown. A lot of people went to other places. The marijuana business in particular, bartenders became bud tenders. And people just, there's a different dynamic. How are people eating? A lot of people learned how to cook over the pandemic.
That's true.
Different things. They can't, for the most part, this menu's protected from that. But some of our other places that are more burger sandwich kind of places, people have different habits now. People are working differently.
Yeah.
Downtown at the Nut House, we don't have state workers. Big
That's true.
difference. So, but I appreciate the message, right? Support local.
Yeah,
There's a
well,
lot of really
that's
great
Gary's
local
mantra is.
places.
Teddy, I got to ask you though, what's your go-to when you come to
Well,
Beggars
I'll tell you,
Banquet?
the brunch is fantastic, and like Gary said, the chili, love that. I've had the macaroni and cheese.
Oh, you're singing my fight song. Okay.
Bob's Way with the jalapenos and the bacon and the blackened chicken.
Oh, okay.
Coquille St. Jacques, the scallops.
Okay,
Coated
keep it
in
going.
goodness.
Okay, it's about dinner time here at Beggars Banquet. Thanks for listening. Tom's take on food, spirits, and takeout.